So the Connemara Step, this might be one of the first steps that you've learned. Now the way that I do it is a and heel down, tap, and heel down, tap. Now this may look like the way that you do it, or it might not. There's lots of different variations, so that's what this lesson is going to focus on. So now the first version, the version that I do, has 2 heel scuffs and a toe tap. And the toe tap acts as the transition. So we have and heel down, tap. And heel down, tap. And heel down, tap. Okay? So the only difference between this and then the next version is that my weight is staying more back. So I'm tapping, my weight is staying on the back leg here, and I'm just tapping as a transition. And heel down, tap. Now the other common work version is a stomp instead of a tap, okay? So we still have 2 heel scuffs, but instead of tapping, we're going to stomp and lean into that step, okay? So now my weight is more forward. Whereas before I was doing a tap, leaning back, now I'm leaning all of my weight onto that foot. Okay, so I have 2 heel scuffs and a stomp. Heel down, stomp. And then the transition, as opposed to a step in the back, is actually going to be a hop. And now my left foot is free to start the whole thing over again. Heel down, stomp. And heel down, stomp. So rhythmically, they're exactly the same. They're just using different weight shifts. Okay? So whichever weight shift you prefer is great. Now, if you want to add in more beats, there's a couple different ways that you can do it. So let's look at the last version that we just did with the hop and heel down, stomp, and heel down, stomp, right? Now, instead of doing 2 heel scuffs, what we can do is 3. And heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. And heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. And heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Hop, heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Hop, heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Okay? So it's essentially the same thing, but what we're doing now is just adding in an extra little heel scuff before shifting our weight onto that foot. So it's less of a stomp and more of just a heel scuff. So 3 heel scuffs and then a hop. Heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Hop, heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Hop, heel 1, heel 2, heel 3. Okay? Now, if you do the Connemara Step the same way that I do, which is with the toe tap, the way of adding in an extra beat is a little bit more complicated. Okay? And what has to happen is you're actually going to incorporate a heel drop before you tap the toe. Okay? So you have your 2 heel scuffs like you normally do. Heel 1, heel 2. And now this the left foot here, the last foot that I just heel scuffed, I'm actually going to drop the heel before going into the tap on the right. Okay? So it's almost like a little wave motion. Heel tap, heel tap, heel tap. And then I move on with the rest of the step just like I normally would. And heel down, heel tap. And so same story, just like before. It's the exact same rhythm as the 3 heel scuffs with the hop. It just depends on where you're going to put your weight. Okay? So we have heel down, and tap, and heel down, and tap. I'll go back to the other version. So you get the gist. They're basically the same rhythm, it just depends on where you want to put your weight. So let's try it to some music.